With the way BBoongBBoong played against Marine King, this is gonna be epic. This might be an amazing ZVT. We've seen this matchup in the first game today. It was great. And now we have the same Zerg player. He was facing Marine King earlier and sure made him work for the win. Now we have the Prime player, the Zerg Prime player at the bottom of Metropolis. It is
BBoongBBoong Prime.
BBoongBBoong Prime. He is up against the Slayers player. And another Terran. He played so well against Marine King. He was not able to claim victory, but he might be able to defeat the Slayers player who starts in the teal to the right side of the map. Here we have one of the huge favorites in the group. It is none other than
Slayers MMA.
That voice sounded actually deeper than usual. Did you hear that?
Yeah, a little bit.
I was like, whoa.
I was wondering if it was only louder in my headset or if it actually sounds a little bit different, but it's cool nonetheless. It's just
I feel like the way it was said was like actually speaking to my soul. Like it was not actually just in my headset. We have a 2 barracks play here. 11-12 racks. So not super 11-11. Actually, I think if he pulled his SCV at a slightly better timing, it would have been 11-11, but
I feel like MMA, he watched the last game that BBoongBBoong played against Marine King, was like, yeah.
He said, nah, no thank you. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I'm like, no. But, well, yeah, he has already the Overlord. And with the Overlord in the main base of his opponent, he sees there's no barracks. There is the chance that MMA is actually just building the barracks a little bit outside of his main base in order to irritate his opponent. But he knows that there might be something fishy going on here.
Yeah, there very well might be. Spawning pool does go down here for BBoongBBoong now, and he... I mean, like I said, he might think that there's something fishy going on, but okay, now he's going to see the SCVs being pulled. Oh, yeah. Sloppy actually pulling them in front of that Overlord.
Well,
now he immediately pulls
does it really matter?
down.
He didn't cut any corners, BBoongBBoong that is, so it does not really matter. He's already preparing for what he sees here, and pulling the SCVs this early definitely gives him an edge because we won't have any Zerglings.
Oh, he's going to lose this drone!
I think he should actually cancel his expansion.
Yeah, I think he's going to. He's got it selected. He's actually going to get walled at the bottom of his ramp potentially here.
But I don't know. If he pulls all of his drones, then he might be able, but this is so late. The Spinecrawler on the high ground will help, but it's not in range, so...
No, it's not. This is actually really weird.
I'm not quite sure if that is... I mean, I trust in BBoongBBoong here. He's a very experienced player, but with MMA's play, vision on the high ground with the SCV, forcing the cancel, delaying the Spinecrawler for even longer, and both bunkers up. This is going to be insanely difficult to hold.
There's a lot of Zerglings coming down here. He may try to use the Zerglings to push the spine down.
It's very smart also by MMA that he also walls off his entrance to his main base, so even if there's a kind of Zergling run by or a weird situation occurring, he can hold. But this base is going to die. There is no question in my mind that we will see the hatch fall to the Marine.
And he's made a ton of Zerglings. He's made 12 Zerglings that he's not able to use. The worker count now 17-14 with 5 SCVs actually in total pulled down here. So he's got slightly better mining right now, but with the mules, he's not going to have the better economy.
Is the Spinecrawler in range?
No, I don't think so.
No, we need
it. The hatch is gone. Though, if they're not careful.
The hatch is gone, and if he wants to break this, he has to fall, well, to just lead it with the Queen, but now we need a Creep Tumor here. He needs a Creep Tumor to position the Spinecrawler in range of the bunker, and this will, there it is. He gets the Creep Tumor, but this will take ages.
And with the SCVs he has on top of the ramp, he could even deny the Spinecrawler from actually
blocking.
moving. Yeah.
He's trying to get vision on the high ground, so as soon as the Spinecrawler moves, he knows about it. And with 20 SCVs to 16 drones, I have to say that at this point, I would even like him to take a few of his SCVs and move back.
I think he's going to.
Yeah, he's going to, and it's a smart decision. It's a really smart decision, because he does not have to hold this. He's trying to push out here.
Well, he's actually going to move up the ramp right now, which I think is perhaps a poor decision.
Not necessarily, because right now he's still controlling the ramp a little bit. The Marines might be caught by the
There's so many Zerglings here, though.
He has to make sure that he's losing the Marines anyways, but he has to make sure that he is trading cost efficiently.
Yeah, I think this was, well, I mean, he forced a lot of Zerglings in the first place. I think he definitely could have saved
Just
a lot
think
more
about
Marines.
it. He has the Overlord, so he knows exactly when the Marine King is moving out with his Marines. And with the speed that he had, the Marines would have died anyways. If you catch them in the middle of a huge area, then you can surround them. But as it is, he was able to kill an Overlord, he was able to kill a few Marines.
Speed would have finished on his way back, you're right.
And he will now probably be able to defend his expansion. He has the bunker coming up, and this is the crucial timing.
He needs to make the depots right now, he will.
This is a crucial timing here. Yes, just in time, but the bunker will fall. And he's going in, he needs to... there it is. Supply depots, and I don't think he's be able to crush the bunker, but he might be. There are only 2 Marines. This is so close now.
Yeah, this is really close. In fact, he gets the bunker.
I'm not sure how I feel about this, Wolf. I think MMA should maybe just have delayed his expansion a little bit further.
I think he should have prepared his wall.
Whoa, the SCV actually is not able to lift the command center. It dies before it is completed. And he has to lift it.
He could actually go and kill him. He could actually just kill these depots and end the game.
No. There will be SCVs.
Right. I mean, if he didn't have repair, that is. But like, he wasn't even going up there earlier.
MMA was a bit too greedy here. He is in a great position. He was in a great position, but right now, BBoongBBoong is evening the score again. I have to... if he just builds another barracks in his main base, if he walks back with a few more Marines, there are so many ifs right now, but he didn't do it. That's the fact. So he was going greedy. He actually built a 3rd command center on the high ground, did not follow it up with additional barracks in his main base, and with all the Zerglings that BBoongBBoong had, he was just able to put on the pressure. Marine King... why do I keep saying Marine King? MMA could have won the game already, but as it is, BBoongBBoong is able to get back here. He's actually in a lead right now.
Look at how aggressively MMA is scouting with his Marines, running them down the ramp, trying to make sure there are no Banelings morphing down there, making sure that he is in the clear as far as that goes. Gonna kill this Marine. Nicely done. Gets away without losing any Zerglings. Okay, let's go on triple command center regardless here, by the way.
Let's just recap this for a second. MMA starts with an 11-11 with a very aggressive strategy here. BBoongBBoong, he is able to get a read on it, but he's not able to defend against it. He is losing his expansion, and he was delayed for quite a while with his mining. At this point in time, he was behind in Harvesters. He was on 1 base, and MMA, he could have built the command center on the high ground. He could have walked back with a few of his Marines to defend, but building the command center on the low ground, trying to wall off here, he was just too greedy. If he follows this up with a CC on the high ground, he builds another barracks, then suddenly he's 2 base against 1. He has the higher SCV count, he has still a lot of Marines to defend against this, and the Zerg player will have a very delayed tech, a very delayed expansion, and MMA will be in a great position, but he built it on the low ground. It was not able to be completed. He couldn't lift it. The SCV was destroyed. He had to cancel the command center, and he lost a lot to this. So suddenly we have the opposite situation. We have BBoongBBoong way ahead of his opponent with 3 bases against 2 now, with his tech starting and everything. MMA committed a little bit too much to this, and he was punished for being too greedy as a follow-up.
I want to go back to him losing those Marines earlier on. I feel like, you know, you said you made a good point with how he engaged them. He could have kept them in the bunker, though. At the bottom of the ramp, that would have been a really good place for him to be. But look at this, 21 Banelings morphing, and I don't care what he did early on. It doesn't matter anymore because these Banelings, I have something to say about it.
MMA is in so much trouble here.
He cannot even escape. SCV is going down.
16 kills, and now he's moving in the main base. I can't believe it. BBoongBBoong, amazing follow-up. MMA in a great position, but BBoongBBoong, he pulls it off. He comes back into this game, and he takes it. And now suddenly we have MMA down 2 games.
Yeah. Down 2 games in this group. BBoongBBoong is someone I favored over MMA today coming in here. And I mean, he ties his score up 1-1.
I said it earlier. I expected Marine King and MMA to get out of this group. BBoongBBoong was my 3rd choice in this group, but with the shape that BBoongBBoong is currently in, and with the play that MMA showed in the last 2 games, I have to say, I'm agreeing with you here. BBoongBBoong with 1-1, but just the way that he played, not only in the last game, but also against Marine King, he can definitely take a Codes seat here.
Yeah, I think he absolutely can. This is one of his toughest opponents he was going to have to face. He did lose to his teammate Marine King, who arguably is the best TVZ player in this group. Actually, I would say he definitely is, but...
Think about the games that we've seen out of MMA so far. MMA was in a good position against Ace. Then he suddenly unsieges his tanks, is completely caught off guard and crushed by Ace. One could say that Ace got lucky here. On the other hand, I don't know. Ace won. Ace won the game, and he might have won the game even with MMA being sieged up. But now we have this decision by MMA in the last game that I don't really agree with. You are also right. He could have let a few of his Marines in the bunkers and retreated with the rest of them. I don't know, a bit too greedy here. We've seen play like this from MMA in the past. I remember a lot of games that he played against Linux also on dual side, where he was able to kill the expansion early on, and then Linux was able to get back into business because he was going for a bust play. And I don't know, this is... BBoongBBoong was strong, but MMA allowed it.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like this group so far today, we've seen so many aggressive one-base plays. We've seen so many of those, and obviously, you know, the follow-up to a 2 barracks is to get the earlier command.
Sorry, I'm smiling, but Sola is just sitting here. He's sitting to the left, and he sat down, and he was really, really sad with his head tied to the left. And then when I looked at him, I was like, yeah, I'm crying. I'm so sad right now.
Well,
and it's tough. I mean, it's tough on the Slayers team, and it's tough on MMA when you are down 2 games, and then suddenly it's going to be so hard to come out of this group.
I noticed that ever since MMA grew one part of his hair a little bit longer at the back. Have you noticed that? Have you seen that little thing he's got going down there?
I kind of did.
Ever since he started growing that, I feel like his results have slipped a little bit. Well, Ace against Hart, I think this is going to be a really exciting match to see. Will Ace actually play this one more straight up than we saw him do his last one?
Do you think that skill is actually related to how long you grow your hair? If MMA wants, we can pull a Calder right here. I have a like a shaver only 5 minutes away.
No. I don't think that's it. I just noticed there may have been a correlation between his longer, weird hair thing that he's got going down. I am an expert on hairstyles. I don't even know what that's called. It's not quite a rat tail. It's like an MMA tail. Anyways, Hart versus Ace. This is one of the matches I have been most looking forward to. We'll see if Ace can hold off some more aggressive pressure from Hart if he chooses to go for it here at the GSL up and down matches with Calder and Wolf.